G'day everybody, Patrol Gaming, and welcome back to another reaction video. Well, we got some more Nightwish with Human Nature. We got the second last song on part one of the album. So this is going to be Tribal. So we're just going to jump straight into it. I'm thinking this is going to be, with a title like Tribal, I think it's going to be a little bit harder than the other one. So, but we're just going to jump in. We're going to reserve judgment. We'll see how the music pans out. So, pardon the pun. So, let's just go straight in and let's listen to this one. This is going to be Tribal. Let's turn it up a bit. Wow, I'm loving that music. Whew. Jesus. Oh, it's not even finished. Look at that bass. Wow. Oh. Okay. All right, we got to do it again. It's pretty obvious what this song is about. There's a few other bits and pieces I just need to catch. But wow. The music is amazing. The music is amazing in this. Whew. I just love that drone in the background. Wow, that is nice. This way, I just want to have a... I love that change, transition is excellent. Marco's face in the background. Man, she just kills that at the end, doesn't she? She just kills it. Wow. Wow, there's a lot to unpack in that, isn't there? I was wondering when they're going to hit on this part of human nature, which is, obvious. This is about... See, when it said tribal, I thought we were going to go kind of slightly different to this tribal. So very, very religious connotations in this one. I mean, I think the second line was Abraham cut in three. So, that's pretty obvious. Abraham, the father of the major religions, all cut in three. So, but it's interesting they called it tribal. Like, the tribes are Israel, so... And there's so many images in that. I love the skull, but it's not a human skull. It's a very early human skull, I would say. Down the line of evolution. I like the last little bit there. It had the skull, and then it had the very obvious early human skeletons, and then it had on the outside actual human skeletons that we would recognize today. You know, that evolution. And then the eye of the skull right in the middle was a nautilus shell, and it's like, oh, okay, that's a very good symbol. So, you know, the nautilus shell is a symbol of creation. It's a symbol of evolution. You know, each little section in the nautilus shell as it goes around the circle is like supposed to be like a stage of everybody's growth within their life. So, you know, that stage is, you know, from birth all the way around to death, you know, that, and it could be, I guess, on the grander scale from, you know, human evolution, you know, at each stage as well. So, the dancing, I must admit, the dancing skeletons threw me off a little bit. I thought, hang on a minute, what the heck are they trying to do here? But then I remember, I know the Tibetan monks has got they've got a skeleton dance, and it's very similar to that. Very, very similar to movement to that. If you haven't seen it, go look up Tibetan skeleton dance. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if that's what they meant to represent, but I'm just thinking, obviously, religion. You know, you've got, you know, 3 major religions, and then you've got the Buddhist monks there as well, thrown in. But very symbolic. Not a lot of lyrics in this one. You know, what, maybe three stanzas of lyrics. So, but very descriptive as well. You know, talking about God, now I can't remember what they were saying in it. You know, it was very interesting how they used the word bizarre. You know, very Middle Eastern word, you know, the cradle of religions, all that kind of stuff. You know, the marketplace of prices, that's what bizarre actually means. So, you know, and it's like, okay. And then the very first line was, you know, 10,000 stories, you know, all these pages falling down, all these scriptures and, you know, all this information about not just Christianity, but what came before and all the religions that come before. Very interesting. Wow, that's a very interesting video on a subject that can be quite touchy for some people. I was definitely wondering when they were going to touch on. I know they've touched on a little bit here and there within this album, but this one was definitely focused on religion. Some of it good, some of it bad. You know, just all different things like that ring. That would be, you know, a ring you would see, you know, on any cardinal, any kind of high level priest. You know, you're kissing that ring and whatever else, and, you know, celebrate the birth of your creation. What was the line? Sing your... I can't remember exactly what the line was. There's too many images. I was trying to concentrate on the images and the words and the music, and the music was fantastic. Oh my God, the transitions and the changes and the rhythm of the music and the singing, it was just amazing. Just amazing, that one. People were saying, you know, you'll love Tribal. I honestly thought it was going to go something different, something completely different than that. But I loved it. I definitely enjoyed trying to understand what they were trying to say, you know, and there was even the images of going past I would say they would be books, you know, as you go up. They kind of look like dominoes first, and I thought, no, not really dominoes, but I thought they were maybe books, you know, those 10,000 stories, you know, that's them kind of represented there. So, God, there's just so much in that, you know, sucking on the gold tongue, you know, and it's just so much stuff in there too. And the bride prices, you know, the church and being a bride of the church, you know, the church is, you know, this is what it's going to cost you to be in our church, you know. So very, very interesting, very interesting. I don't know what Tomas's stand on religion is. Let me know in the comment section if you know. I'm not too sure how he kind of portrays religion in his own life. I'm not saying that he hates it, that's for sure, but he's very, I would say he's questioned it, as we all have. Maybe not. But certainly I have anyway. So different times of my life as well too. So, but that was very interesting, very interesting video. Makes you really think about, I love the way that they actually used the old spelling for faith as well. What was it? What was it? Oh God, what the hell was that line? Something loves faith and faith loves, Jesus, I can't remember what that was called. Bazaar of the heavens, yes. Cutting 3. See, man found God and began to preach. It's not man found God and began to pray, it's began to preach. It's like, straight away they're obviously suffering loves faith, faith loves suffering. Yeah, so, it's like that, without suffering, there's no faith, because they always say, well, at least you got your faith, and without faith, there's no suffering, It's very intertwined and very fine line. It's excellent. I'd have to watch it a few more times to kind of get it all. There's so much stuff in there. Like them all, you could watch it 10, 20 times and find something different each time you watch it. Something will catch your eye a little bit more this time when you watch it, so it's an interesting line in there. The other one was smile. What was it? Was it smile to the elders like a good doll? Oh, man, how many times, dolls used to be, but it's almost like the elders are almost carving you into what they want you to be. And you're supposed to sit there and take it and just smile along, we all know dolls are used in religious ceremonies for thousands of years. Ancient Egypt, ancient Greece, everybody used dolls as in religion to either symbolize deities or yourself, or something you want to symbolize. So it's very interesting, man. As I said, as I keep saying in this, Thomas has got a mind that it's just amazing how he can take that information and then turn it around where he gives you a slight hint of what it is, but you have to go digging for the rest of it. And it's such smart music too, such smart lyrics. I really enjoyed watching them. Sometimes it hurts my brain because I'm thinking, oh, what is he talking about? What is he trying to say? And then after, a time that you're happy with what you think in your mind, and then you just, you get to enjoy that music even more, because you're not worrying about what you're trying to decipher. You're just trying to enjoy it, and it's so good. So good. But that was very interesting. Very interesting. Let me know what you thought of it down in the comment section. Again, as I said, everything I say is my opinion. People watch it and go, oh, this is about this, and whatever else you might get from it, that's what you get from it. That's great. Music is to be listened and enjoyed and interpreted different ways, otherwise, we would have all the same music. But I enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you did in the comment section. Give it a thumbs up if you really enjoyed it. We've only got one more to go on part 1 of the album. I'm looking forward to it. I'm kind of a little bit sad that it's going to be the last one. I'm really enjoying this music and this album, and it's just amazing how they can just come up with different themes for everyone, but they're all connected as well. They're all connected through some way in some thread, and it runs through the whole album, and it's just amazing. But anyway, guys, I'm out. thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section. And guys, I will see you in the next reaction video.